Welcome to Nottingham, one of the great historic cities of the English Midlands. We begin inside the Exchange, one of Nottingham's most elegant shopping spaces. The building forms part of the grand civic complex around Nottingham Council House. Its pale stone, high arches, and refined interior give it a very different mood from the busier streets outside. The Exchange was built in the late 1920s, during the same major civic project that created the Council House, and it opened in 1929 and is often described as Nottingham's first shopping center. Leaving the Exchange, we move along Long Row, one of the city center's familiar shopping streets. At this time of year, the walk has a special rhythm. The Christmas market spills through the center of Nottingham, filling the streets with wooden stalls, lights, food, winter drinks, and the constant movement of people. Long Row leads us toward Old Market Square, the civic heart of Nottingham. For centuries, this area has been a place of meeting, trading, and public life. Today, with the Christmas market in full swing, it feels almost like the city has gathered into one open-air room. Old Market Square is one of the largest public squares in Britain, and it has long been the natural center of Nottingham. Indeed, this time of year, the historic role of the square comes back to life. The stalls, crowds, and lights are new, but the basic idea is very old, a city gathering in its central marketplace. Theatre Square. The Theatre Royal opened in 1865 and remains one of Nottingham's great Victorian landmarks. Its classical facade, with columns and a sense of theatrical grandeur, has welcomed generations of audiences. In the late 19th century, the theatre was remodeled by the celebrated theatre architect Frank Matcham. At the corner of Lower Parliament Street, we turn into Clumber Street. This part of the walk brings us back into the everyday commercial life of Nottingham. Clumber Street is one of the city's main pedestrian shopping routes. Busy, direct, and constantly moving. The Lace Market is one of the most important historic areas of Nottingham. Despite its name, it was not simply a market with stalls selling lace. It became a dense district of warehouses, showrooms, offices, and factories connected with Nottingham's lace industry. In the 19th century, Nottingham was known internationally for lace, and the industry helped shape both the economy and the image of the city. The area is also among the oldest parts of Nottingham. Long before the Victorian warehouses, this was close to the early Saxon settlement from which the town developed. Nottingham itself grew in layers. Saxon settlement, Norman castle town, medieval market center, industrial city, railway city, and modern cultural center. It is also a city of strong associations. Robin Hood belongs to its legend. Lace, bicycles, and tobacco belong to its industrial memory. Its universities, galleries, music venues, and creative industries belong to the modern city. In the lace market, many of those layers are unusually close together. The street pattern, the slopes, the brick warehouses, the churches, and the converted buildings all suggest a city that has constantly reused itself. Passing St. Mary's Church, we encounter one of the great historic landmarks of Nottingham. St. Mary's stands in the Lace Market and is often described as the ancient parish and civic church of the city. The present building is over 500 years old, though Christian worship on or near this site reaches much further back. TS scale is striking, surrounded by streets, former warehouses, and modern cultural buildings. The church has a quiet authority. It reminds us that before Nottingham became famous for lace, and long before its modern shopping streets and theaters, this was a town shaped by parish life, trade, and civic ceremony. The church also gives the walk a change in mood. Around Old Market Square, the city feels broad and public. Around the Lace Market, it becomes older, steeper, more textured. St. Mary's anchors that older Nottingham, a place of stone, memory, and continuity. A short distance away stands the former high pavement chapel, a striking Gothic revival building. LIHT is Nottingham Contemporary, one of the largest contemporary art institutions in the United Kingdom. Its green and gold building, designed by Caruso St. John Architects, is a modern intervention in one of Nottingham's oldest districts. The contrast is deliberate. Contemporary art placed within the memory of warehouses, markets, and medieval streets. Nearby is Weekday Cross, a small monument with a much larger historical meaning. Before Old Market Square became the main civic marketplace, this area was at the center of town life. Weekday Cross was once associated with markets, trade, the old guild hall, and civic administration. The present monument is a reminder of an older urban geography, a time when the center of Nottingham was not exactly where many visitors might expect it to be today. Nottingham Railway Station. The walk reaches its final interior space. The railway history of Nottingham goes back to the 19th century. Earlier stations served the city before the present station site developed into the main railway gateway. The station we see today carries the layered character of many British railway buildings, practical, busy, architectural, and full of movement. People pass through with very different stories. Some are commuters, some are visitors, some are returning home, others are leaving Nottingham behind, at least for the day. After walking through all these streets, the station feels like a natural conclusion. This city has been shaped by markets, worship, industry, culture, and transport.